Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I am Kelly Doyle with Realty Executives, and I am here to give you your monthly market update. So I hope you are enjoying the season, and I hope you have some wonderful plans coming up to spend time with loved ones, family, and whatnot, and hopefully you can get some rest in there as well. So I will dive in efforts to not keep you too long here. So we're just going to go over pricing, what pricing has been doing, number of sales, how that has fared, months of inventory, which I will explain, and kind of interest rates to try to tie it all together and kind of figure out where we're at. So to dive in, let's just look at November. So November statistics are out. So if you look at this November compared to last November, 2019 versus 2018, prices went up again. Surprise, surprise, right? I feel like a broken record. Compared to last November to this year, November went up 8.4% in the median price. So that's crazy. That's a huge jump from last November to this November in prices. The number of sales from last November to this November also went up. There were 605 sales last year, 619 sales this year. So that's a 2.3% increase. So, we look at the months, but really let's look at year to date, because year to date probably gives us a more accurate depiction of how this year's faring compared to last year. So if you look at year to date, where are we? Prices still went up. So we are at an increase of 6.1% for median price. So if you look at last year, through this point in time, through November, so almost the whole year, January through the end of November, the median price in Dane County was $279,000. This year, January through November, $295,900 is the median price in Dane County. So really getting close to that 300 mark for the median price. So that is a 6.1% increase. So homes are still seeing appreciation. 6.1 increase on average. Again, in some areas it'll be a little lower, in some areas it'll be a little higher, depends where you are, but that's at least an average. Number of sales, if you look at year to date again, number of sales, we are actually down compared to 2018. So this year, 2019, we had 7,341 sales. 2018, we had 7,585 sales. So that's down 3.2%. So it's not down a huge amount. However, it is down nonetheless. So it could be lack of inventory. That was definitely a theme that I know I've been harping on over and over and over, just saying that, the amount of houses out there just is low. So buyers don't have a plethora of homes to choose from. So let's move on. Let's talk about months of inventory. So months of inventory, if it's under 6 months, that is a seller's market. That means that there's not enough houses for the number of buyers that are out there. If the months of inventory is around 6 months, that's usually about a balanced market. And if it's over 6 months of inventory, then it's a buyer's market. So right now, under 350,000 price point in Dane County, months in inventory is 1.3. So that means if you take all the homes in Dane County priced under 350, it would take about a little over a month for all the homes in Dane County to sell with nothing new coming on the market. So it's just showing that there's just not a lot of inventory out there for buyers to look at. If you jump over that $500,000 or over that 350 to 500, kind of a little bit higher price point, that is still pretty low too at 2.6 months of inventory. So months of inventory is low just across the board. Interest rates ticked up a smidge. They're at 3.75%. They were a little bit lower than that, and they ticked up just a smidge. And kind of what the South Central Wisconsin Realtors Association is saying is basically next year in 2020, it is an election year, and we will typically see activity decrease toward the second half of next year. It's very typical for an election year to see that. People just tend to kind of hunker down, kind of see what happens. So the next year, they're faring basically more appreciation. Homeowners are probably going to continue to see increased appreciation. Low inventory will continue to be the story, though. We just have a lack of housing options. We have a lot of qualified buyers out there, and low inventory has just been the theme, and we don't really see that changing, unfortunately, in the very near future. So kind of more of the same. We'll see how much homes continue to appreciate. Demand is still there, so we'll see if we continue to see that 4 to 6% appreciation year over year. Only time will tell. So as always, if you want some accurate information on your neighborhood and your home, please feel free to reach out and contact me. Feel free to call or text, and I will get back to you with that information. So I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time.